All right. Oh, excuse me. Wow, that was not as buttery smooth as I was hoping, but we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. Hey everyone. Spidey Librarian here. And sorry about that roughness with the delivery at first. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. And I'm going to assume that I know what you're here for. We're going to be watching some Spider-Man. Some Spider-Man. So we're going to be doing that in just a second. One of the first things I need to do is give Spotify its break. I'm going to go ahead and mute the desktop, and we are going to get started very soon here. Mesozoic Mind, good to see you, my friend. I hope all is well. And I want to go ahead and let everyone know that memberships on the channel are active, and keep in mind that I will be. I'm starting to pivot towards uh, reaction videos because I've got a lot of these watch along streams under my belt now. So I'm starting to cut back the number of shows that I'm doing every week. I'm going to start working on reaction videos. And if you get a if you get a membership, if you get a Spidey Librarian membership, I believe one of the tiers will get you early access to those videos. I'm actually double checking right now because I want to be certain it is the first tier before I say that it's the first tier. So give me just a second here. And there they are. There's my memberships, and I don't want to edit them. I just want to review the tiers. Wow, that's really difficult to see. Here we go. There's the levels. Okay. Um, let's see. Early access to new videos is going to be on the second tier, so that's the librarian TwiXter tier. So if you want early access, otherwise it's going to be like maybe 2-3 days. It's not going to be a big deal. So, but just remember that also in that tier, I will also put your name on a thank you wall and be like, thank you for supporting me. So all right. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to pop on the headphones, and then I'm going to plug them in. And we are basically going to continue with season 4 tonight. It looks like we're doing episodes 6 and 7, which at least one of them involves vampires. Episode 6 looks like it involves Man-Bat for some reason, so all right. So let's see. But anyways, and Mesozoic, I hope you're doing well. I know that you weren't able to make it last week because of some issues that were going on IRL for you. So I hope things have worked out and that you're in a better place. I'm glad to see you here tonight. I just kind of wanted to check in and make sure that you're okay. Now, let me go ahead, now that I think I've got everything muted. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to set up the current episode, which is episode 6, The Awakening. So let's go ahead and, okay. And of course, it just starts it immediately. All right. And we are on the 0 mark, it looks like. So we are good. Okay. And hopefully you guys didn't hear any of the video when it started. So, all right, doing good. Glad to be a part of this one. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it, and I'm just glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're doing well. So, okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. We are doing episodes 6 and 7 of season 4 of Spider-Man, the animated series from the 1990s. I gotta tell you, I'm excited about this one. I'm excited about this season. I've really been enjoying this season so far. But for those of you that don't already know, because I don't know if I've actually posted this yet. I forget what I post to the community board. I'm actually going to check that out right now. But yeah, I haven't told you guys anything about December yet, have I? All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you know right now that in December, um, first of all, I'm cutting down on the number of watch-alongs that I'll be doing. I can tell you this much. We're going to be doing two watch-along. No, we're going to be doing three watch-alongs instead. I've been doing like four. I think I'm down to three now, like three shows and one movie. And I think that's what December is going to be like. So here's the thing. In December, we're hopefully going to do the discussion episode for season 4, and that'll probably be. I think I'm going to try to schedule it Mesozoic for Wednesday, December 4th, I think. Um, so if you can make that, that'd be great. But on the 5th, that is my birthday, and I will be doing a birthday live stream. And then on Friday, I'm going to be out for a birthday party. So, but the shows that we will be watching in December are going to be Star Wars Skeleton Crew, which will be Tuesdays, starting December 3rd, and I'll have that at 8:30. Then on The Boys is going to be moving to Sundays as a result. So I'll be watching the Boys on Sundays, I think either at 12 p.m. or 2 p.m. I haven't decided which yet. Um, and then the only remaining show is Spider-Man season 5. We're going to continue with Spider-Man after season 4. Usually I take a break between seasons, but here's the thing. I really want to be done with any Spider-Man show content by the time we get Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man in January. So and I know it's at the end of January. I know I'm being super cautious here, but I really want my plate clear in terms of the shows we watch. So we're going to be doing season 5 of Spider-Man so The Boys will be at 12 p.m. on Sundays. Spider-Man will be at 2 p.m. on Sundays and also at its regular 8 p.m. on Fridays, starting on December 8th. And the reason for that is that I want to get Spider-Man, the animated series. One, I want to finish it this year. And then two, I basically want to get it done by Christmas. I don't know if we'll quite make it before Christmas, but we'll get close. Like it'll be like the 27th will either be the last episode or it'll be the discussion stream. So keep that in mind. And if you can make it, great. So you can try December 4th. Come on, man. I'm gonna play the birthday card. Come on, it's near my birthday. You gotta try. It's all right. I'm just messing with you. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of a preview of what's coming up in December. I have not named the movies yet because I'm still trying to figure out how to get access to the ones that I want to watch in December. It turns out that I chose a couple of movies that are going to be pretty hard to get a hold of, actually, and that's kind of surprising. So, but I will be dropping the upcoming December watch along schedule probably before the weekend is out. So you'll know what we'll be watching, and hopefully how I'll be accessing it. So, anyways, with all that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get started on Spider-Man season 4, episode 6. So, okay, wait, I've done this already. We're going to go ahead and just we're going to do the reaction video recording portion of our discussion here, of our watch along. So, all right. And I guess before I get started, I'll go ahead and just put out my disclaimer for anyone else that shows up here. These are watch-alongs. Maybe commentaries would be a better name for them. These are live streams. The intention is to make part of a reaction video and the live part, and that way I can use it later to kind of overlay the show on and make reaction videos. So if you are showing up expecting to see the show on camera, that's not going to happen here. So don't do any nasty comments or anything. If you do, I'm going to hide you and I'll probably make fun of you before I do. Like I'll write my own nasty comment, send it to you, and then I will just hide you from the channel. Don't do that. Just don't do that. If this isn't what you like, just click away. That's all you have to do. You know, that's it. Um, but sorry, I just need to say that because I keep getting nasty comments from people. So whatever, I don't care. I mean, I guess I care a little bit, but it's more about trying to clarify it than it is about my hurt feelings or anything, because my feelings aren't really that hurt. So all right, but now we are going to do the reaction video recording portion of the live stream, and then we're just gonna kind of transition right into watching. So we're going to do that right this moment. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to this reaction and watch along to Spider-Man, the animated series from the 1990s, Season 4, Episode 6. And what is this one called? The Awakening. I mean, the full title is Partners in Danger Chapter 6, The Awakening, but the entire season is just called Partners in Danger, so I'm just differentiating it there. But anyways, I try not to spoil what the episode is about, and this was a difficult one because I started to read the summary and then pulled away quickly before I could see anything, because the thumbnail for this one is like it looks like Man Bat basically, and I was like, okay, who is that and why does it look familiar? And so I'm just kind of eager to see who this is going to be, and what part they're going to play in this season. And hopefully we're going to see more of Black Cat. I've actually been really enjoying all of these kind of Black Cat team ups this season. And yeah, no, I'm really eager to watch more. This has been a very good season so far. And some things have already been spoiled for me this season because some of the titles are spoilers. Like, I think we're going to be watching an episode called The Return of the Green Goblin, I think next Friday. And that's exciting, but like that's a bit of a spoiler for me. So, anyways, but we're going to go ahead and get to this episode, and we are going to do so in just a moment. If you enjoy these reactions, please go ahead and thwip the like button. It really helps me out. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you enjoy these reactions, please consider sharing this. Sorry. Also, if you enjoy these reactions, please consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would like my reaction to these media. Whether you like or dislike this episode, let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this show. You can find the full and unedited live stream of these reactions on my YouTube channel. Every show has its own playlist under the category Watch-Alongs. And finally, memberships on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel are now active. Some of the perks include shoutouts, some in voice and some in print, early access to videos, and my custom emotes and badges. Check them out and see if you would like access to the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel memberships. All right. And I think we're going to get going here. Oh, let me see what Mesozoic has to say in chat. Okay. So out of curiosity, and sorry if I've asked this before, I might have, but forgot. But have you thought about reacting to YouTube videos? Huh. Reacting to YouTube videos? I mean, I suppose I could. Um, but I mean, do you have any examples in mind, Mesozoic, that you would like to I'm I guess I'm curious about what you have in mind. Because like when you ask if I'm going to react to YouTube videos, like I do trailer reactions and those are technically YouTube videos, but I mean like what is it that you have in mind? Do you have like specific creators in mind? Do you have specific like types of media to react to in mind? I'm curious. Just let me know. So, mainly because I've got some ideas, mainly horror stuff, like analog horror, but you got other ideas as well. Let's talk about it sometime in Discord. Just hit me up and I'll converse whenever we can. So, but it sounds interesting. You never know. We could give it a shot. So, all right, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. So, let's go ahead and get to it. All right. Okay. All right, everyone. Spider-Man, the animated series from the 1990s, season 4, episode 6, The Awakening. Here we go. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man. Spider blood, radioactive spider blood. Love this intro. I will never get tired of this intro. Is that Alan Copeland? Hey, Alan Copeland, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. All right, The Awakening. Uh, okay, he has been agonizing about Mary Jane at the beginning of every episode this season, and he hasn't done anything about it. Okay, he thinks he's falling in love with Black Cat, but it's like this all happens at the beginning of the episode, and then we just like forget about him. Tag? Because she's not a danger to you. She's playing with you, Peter. Yeah, that's oh, okay. You could see that cake as she was running away. Oh. Oh. Ooh, wow. He is falling hard. Oh, the big proposal. Let's remove our masks together. I don't think he's talking about his toes. Oh. Flashing back to that episode or season 3 finale. So far, I'm just going to say it, hands down, the season 3 finale is like the best episode of Spider-Man of this show so far. It was damn good. Okay, all right, Peter, you could really, if you would just communicate better, but he could communicate better. He could be like, why don't we go someplace private and take off our masks? Probably not just the masks either. Okay, and so now he's back to just pining over Mary Jane. I'm gonna say that the writers of this show have done a really good job using Deborah Whitman as well. Um, Deborah Whitman has been one of the characters that I've pitied over my, you know, association with Spider-Man. So, okay, so who is Deborah with? What? That's Morbius? I'm sorry, I should have put that together. Oh, I forgot that she was in love with Michael Morbius. Yeah, I remember his relationship with Felicia. They're using a lot of flashbacks in this episode, which, cool, but wow. Wow. That, I cannot believe I didn't put that together. Oh, wow. Flash is holding a grudge. Well, okay, Flash, she has a professional obligation here, too. Oh, wow. I'm actually really interested in this. I don't think we've seen Morbius for what, 2 seasons? And now Felicia is in her Gwen Hardy appearance. So interesting that they have like that slight physical transformation when she becomes Black Cat. And Peter's like, "What?" That was my reaction. What? Neogenics? You're going back to that? Who is that? Was that Ned Leeds? Okay, so an infected bat bit him, just like an infected spider bit Peter. Yeah. They're not allowed to say blood, because that's what he hungers for. Connors does. I don't know about Deb. I'm just packing a few last things. Oh no. Oh boy. Wow. I it's so interesting that they're bringing this back. And he looks like he is immortal now. And then we get a fight. All these flashbacks. Uh-oh. Yep. She's putting on the cape, as it were. Putting on the suit, I guess. You better have some insurance on that. Okay, all right. Looks what? Who's the scientist with them? The black man. Who is that? Oh God. Now the Kingpin's involved and Two-Face. The Kingpin wants to be immortal, huh? I mean, if I could swing around and stick to buildings, I'd probably be talking to the gargoyles too. Of course. Black Cat's gonna... Oh, God. Whistler? Okay, all right, Blade's not gonna make an appearance, but wow. All these callbacks. I like how they're just having tea while they're talking about this. I love the subtle flirtation right there. Even a beautiful stranger. Okay. Flash. I can appreciate the development there. You two better go. Flash, you better get her out of here. What? Shocker! I'll follow you to the ends of the earth! Uh-oh. Oh, God. Whoa! You just woke the beast there, Shocker. Spidey, you are probably... Yeah, you're fighting the wrong guy. Landon. That's Foe Two-Face's name. Yeah, no. Wow. I think right now, like right now, you basically need to team up with Morbius, Peter. You need to... Come on, Flash, fanboy. No? Okay. Just, just, just talk to him. Spider... Really? All you did was make Spider-Man target you... Or, oh. Oh, God, he's gonna feed on Peter. That's not good. And there's the cat. Okay. Oh, what is that she's using? Okay, well, we got a Spidey and a cat team up. Ooh, sexy. Secrets. Well, follow her, you dimwit. Okay, you did kind of peeve her off the last time you talked. You do remember that, right, Spidey? Oh, he's mad. And she gets like just a tiny bit shorter, you know? I'm surprised he's not trying to feed on her right now. I am a tragic hero. How can you love me? Back to the clock tower, huh? Oh boy. Okay, not a bad thought. Kitty is like, nope. Shocker! Get out of here, faux Two-Face. Wow, she just knocks Shocker out. No problem, huh? Peter, you're not the only one whose life can have dramatics in it. Oh boy, he's like, you wanna. Like the obvious implication is something that'll kill him. Hopefully it's just something that'll change him back. Oh, he's actively fighting it. Good man, Michael Morbius. Okay, what's it gonna do? Oh my god. No! Oh my god. What a dick! That was just low mentioning her father. Oh well, he gets a lot of that self doubt. It's the self talk. Rigger and Sons Mortuary? Wow. That was on the nose. Without Wilson Fisk. Yes, how much longer? I want to be immortal already. Ooh. Felicia just took down the fat man, no problem. It's like, what was the point of even webbing him up then? Yeah, back off, Willie. I really hope they like put the Kingpin in jail by the time the show ends. Oh boy. Oh man, Whistler tried to help you, lady. Man, he is holding her close a lot this episode. I think you do, but you ask him for advice? You ask him for advice and then you push him away. Okay. Wow. Okay, episode is over. Dude, this episode went fast. Like I'm still surprised that it's like that it's over basically. All right, let me see. What the heck? It's stuck in some weird place. Hold on a second here. Why can I not see? I want to see where on the timeline it is, and it's not showing me. Disney Plus, what is wrong with you? All right, but we're gonna go ahead and set up the second episode before before we do the little talk. So let me go ahead and just do that real quick. This one is called the Vampire Queen. I have no idea who the Vampire Queen is. Um, and I don't know, is she connected to Morbius? I don't know. All right, okay, all right. It's starting. And okay, so this goes up to about 30 seconds before the timeline ends. So that's cool. All right. Okay. Hey. And I think before we do that, I'm going to just have a look at chat, see what you guys were saying. So, all right, let's see. The last few episodes have literally just been I missed MJ and then Crazy Adventure. Yeah, and I think the thing that annoys me the most about it is that he does all of this like grousing and whining like right at the start of the episode, and then things happen and he forgets all about MJ, you know? And that like it was a little better this episode. He still did the whining at the beginning, but like then some stuff happened with Black Cat and he's like, yeah, now I feel guilty that I may be falling in love with Black Cat because of MJ. Like, you know, and that was a little bit more believable, but it was still kind of like, you know, do something about it. I don't know. That season 3 finale was so damn good. Like, so good. Like, again, just like the cat and mouse game with Norman Osborn, the fight with the Green Goblin, so good, so unbelievably good. All right. It's Morbius. I already knew who it was. I just wanted to see how long it would be before you figured it out. Yeah, I kind of feel dumb about that one. Like if I'd really thought back and done some of the work, I could have been like, "Oh right, that's Morbius, Felicia Hardy, Black Cat is around. Morbius, yeah. Shocker! Flippin' shocker. I don't even know what to say. Um, so many villains showing up, Kingpin, all that. Still can't get over shock is basically the F word for Miguel O'Hara. Oh yeah, yeah. What the shock? I'm trying to adapt shock as whenever I have the urge to drop an F bomb. Like I'm trying to say shock instead. Sometimes I'll say flip or something, but I kind of want to default it to shock just because that's just on brand for me. Let's just admit it. I need to get some Spider-Man 2099 shirts. Harvey Dent over here is an a-hole. Oh my God, that what he said to Felicia about her dad. I was just like, dude, I knew you were a villain already. You didn't need to like reinforce it. So, okay, all right, let's talk about this episode because oh God, this 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 was a banger. Um this episode was a banger. Like just flat out. There were one or two little things that I could probably nitpick about it, but for the most part, this episode flows really well. He is upset about MJ, and then crazy stuff happens with Black Cat, and then he has a little bit of guilt about that. But then, there's the whole question of are they going to start a relationship? And now she's distant because there's stuff going on with Morbius, and we see Whistler, and we see the Kingpin and the Shocker, and all of this crazy stuff going on, and Felicia trying to figure out what to do about her long lost love, Michael Morbius. And I was really surprised at how this episode ended because it basically ended with Michael Morbius, running away after Felicia couldn't bring herself to use the device that Whistler gave her to kind of end his existence, to basically put him in permanent suspended animation. And she didn't. And Peter said, you made the right call. But but then he runs away, and then it just kind of leaves with Peter going, well, I hope we're able to cure him someday. And then credits roll. And here's the thing. I was not only narratively expecting more from this episode in terms of just, no, give me more, like keep chasing him. But like it just didn't feel like much time had passed in this episode. And that to me is the mark of a really good episode of a TV show where it's just like it's over so quickly because you're just so enthralled with everything going on. Every time, I think every time I see the Shocker, I'm just going to be like, Shocker. Um, but yeah, the whole, Miguel O'Hara and Shock being a substitution for the F bomb. Yeah, it lends a whole degree of hilarity now to Shocker's name. So, but and it's funny because I think I've been on Reddit where I've seen people taking that meme and then, you know, transposing Shock with the F bomb and calling him, and that's just really, I'll follow you to the ends of the earth. You know, I'm not gonna say it, but yeah. So, um, and it's just funny because this is one of those episodes where several different Spider-Man foes showed up, but I didn't have any real complaints about it because the way each of those foes was utilized, Kingpin tends to be the most kind of annoyingly one note of them. He's like, oh, I can see all of these things that are going on, and I'm going to get my fingers into each of these pies, and I'm going to become super rich this episode, and then I'm going to become immortal this episode, and this and that, and I want that. And he never succeeds, and so it's just like he's more of an annoyance than anything. He's an annoyance with a lot of money, and I just hope that like he and I hope that Peter and Daredevil team up and like take down the Kingpin by the end of the show. I doubt it's going to happen, but I'd like that to happen, you know? Just because Kingpin is probably the most useless Spider-Man villain, at least so far narratively, when they have utilized him during the run of this show. Um, but and there were so many callbacks in this episode. There were callbacks to Michael Morbius from season 2. There were callbacks to Norman Osborn from season 3. There were, let me see, there were just all kinds of different things going on, and I was just like, on the one hand, it's like, well, no, there's no one hand or the other about this. You could make the argument that having to rely on all that is a sign of weak writing. No, it's not necessarily. If you do it in a way that serves the story, and all of the ways that they called back were actually relevant to things that were going on in the present for each of our protagonists. And I'm marking Black Cat as a protagonist along with Spider-Man during this season because she very clearly is. She has a lot of parallels to Peter's superhero and non-superhero life, and I really like it. I've always liked Black Cat as a pairing for Peter, and one of the reasons that I like her more than MJ is that I feel like, because she has abilities, gifts, powers, whatever you want to call them, like she's a little bit better able to take care of herself than MJ is. She's less personally at risk than MJ would be. And so I'm not saying that that would make Felicia less of a liability, but it definitely would help in that area. Now, on the other hand, she has criminal tendencies. She tends to flirt and deceive a lot and make Peter's life more complicated that way. So I'm not blind to that, but I don't know. What can I say? Platinum blondes make me weak in the knees. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But this was a great episode. I really did enjoy it. And, hopefully you did as well. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and thwip the like button. It really helps me out. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you enjoyed this reaction, please consider sharing this with your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. What did you think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this show. You can find the full and unedited live stream of these reactions on my YouTube channel. Each show has its own playlist under the category Watch-Alongs. And finally, memberships are active on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel. Be sure to check out all of the benefits and perks to joining up and consider supporting the channel. All right. And I think that's everything. So thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. All right. No, this was a banger of an episode. Like I've been enjoying this season, but this one was good. Like this one was really good. Very much enjoyed it. So, all right, guys, I think we are going to go ahead and just head on over to the next stream link. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this one behind. I'll meet you guys over in that one in just a few minutes, and we'll get through episode 7, the Vampire Queen. So I'll see you guys over there. Thanks again to everyone who has been hanging out with me. I appreciate it very much. Especially thanks to the Mesozoic Mind and Alan Copeland for making appearances in the chat. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, and I will hopefully see you over in the next stream. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye!